Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The throw over the middle taken in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Graham. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hurry up, get.
On 1st down, Graham going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. No. Check that.
Throwing again. Graham. And that is incomplete here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to throw. Graham. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Ready? 30 base.
Do you tighten up? Let's go. Do you tighten up?
Hey, do. Shoot. He's coming. We got double up.
They're going to try and throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marcus Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Pull it high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this dig, has got to be priority 1.
And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Back. Hard. Slam. Shift. Hey, Sam on.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Bang. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 43. Kill.
Look. Squeeze. Speed grip.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, it's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Graham. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the edge. Topper. Mike 52.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Kill.
Check 99. Snap.
Throwing on 1st down. Graham looking left side. That's caught by Landry. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Tighten up.
Ready. Hey, Echo.
2nd and 5. That is caught at the 7. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Smooth.
Hey, check 24. Check. Lucky. Check 37.
Look at me. Door.
36.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Graham to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Say it. Alert flare.
Hey, Haywood. Fight.
Looking to throw. Graham. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Ready,
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Sponge! No!
General West.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Here we go.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. The 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Graham. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go, G. Watch the
Looking to throw. Graham over the middle to Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Recon, 132 fighter. 52, hit it.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Graham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Graham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp. We'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell and a fresh start in New York with the Jets. And if you're looking for an exciting rookie, remember this. Kyler Murray's going to get the ball from the first snap, and they're going to leave him in there throughout. And as long as he stays healthy, he's going to pitch it around the park a bunch. Don't be surprised if he gets a little love, too.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. With the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Check three. Now.
They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Allen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Kill.
From the gun, Steve Young. Man open, Rice. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Check three.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a give, right side. Allen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2nd and 5 now. Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they've made it pay off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Touchdown! Marcus Allen, 31 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On second down now, it's Allen. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Young, flushed out right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. On second down, it's Allen, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Courtney's the mic. Squeeze. Watch the pass. Go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready? Young on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Check. Hey, let go. Watch twitch.
Fourth down, Young. Joe Rice, open right side. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Allen, he's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Young. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Young. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marcus Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have taken the lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And that's caught inside the 30. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Reggie White, what a force, got back there for the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking to throw is Mahomes, and that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
We got double up, hey, Alpha.
Following the interception, Young is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brian Anger now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. 70 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken very short. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Bravo. Ready?
On 2nd and 9, Young throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Back. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch to Mike.
Third down, Young from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Allen, nifty footwork. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
30 base. Sweet con, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
From the red zone now, Young steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Well, they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there, first down.
Wahoo!
They'll try to throw now. Young. That is caught by Rice. He's got a Jets touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A gain of 3, second down. They stay on the ground with Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Allen able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Allen working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 59 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Suck up for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Go on. 36. Check nickel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Young flush to his right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Exit. 40's the money. Squeeze. Curl. Sponge. No. Go.
Young working out of the gun. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jerry Rice, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Reggie White in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pull it high.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Right back to him on 1st down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Rock. 60 Pittsburgh.
To throw on 2nd down, Graham. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check 45.
Topper.
A first down throw for Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try the left side. Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
60 or.
From the gun on 3rd down. Graham, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
First down.
Go. 8 feet.
Coming after you.
Hey, orbit.
31's the mic.
On 1st down, Graham. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Lightning speed that time for the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
31's the mic.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Graham. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Operating from the gun, Graham. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, foxtrot. Hey, Sam off.
2nd and 4. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Allen, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bowlen, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those 4. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right, and Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20, so get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium, and his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's Young on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. They've got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Marvin Harrison, 76 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Graham.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires.
Hey, Jack. Get it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Hey, lock it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Graham. And he comes back with one complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Allen, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Back to throw. Graham. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harris.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody new, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locked.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alpha. 52. No. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
From the gun, Steve Young. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try the left side. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Rock it. He's coming.
Warner from the gun. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, high 7. Slam.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, they snap it to Young. He's got Harrison left side complete. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Young tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He finds Beckham, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the 1st quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The 2nd down throw for Steve Young, incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Don't get nervous. Watch the eye. Check 15. Check 15. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Kill, kill, kill.
Check 99. Check 99.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
5, 2.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. On first down, it's Allen. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
61, matchbox, light.
Young now from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harrison. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, exit.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go now. 8-3.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Protein spill. Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
And 2 spot.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Young operating from the gun. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Young to throw on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand.
60 Pittsburgh.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. First down, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Marvin Harrison, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Hey.
22's coming, Mike. Ricky.
To throw is Young. To throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Watch it.
Snap.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Man open, Rice. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Final play of the half, Young. And he rifles one incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10.
We play to win.
The Cowboys take over
Go.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Warner. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Switch it.
Smith.
Mike 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Yo. Watch twist.
Go.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Young. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Rush in.
Yes. Shoot.
Now Young. Going to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Crunch.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, high 7.
Check.
Young on first down. Jill Rice, open right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Bravo.
At the 49-yard line.
Joker.
Pick the edge.
Come.
Two draw corkers. They go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Shift.
Go.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Shift.
Yep. Deep rim.
Young now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Well, Charles, if you think so far the early part of the preseason, who has stood out? If you take a peek back at the draft, really the first round is pretty defensively minded, but there were 3 quarterbacks taken. Kyler Murray first, Daniel Jones 6th, Dwayne Haskins 15th. Of those guys, they look pretty good.
I agree with you, Brandon. When you talk about those 3 quarterbacks, and you're right, the rest of the draft, we're talking about big linemen, right? We're talking about defensive players, not a lot of skilled players in the first round. But let's take the quarterbacks very quickly. Kyler Murray, by acclamation, went to Arizona. Everyone excited about it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Yeah. Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. It's a play fake. Now Vic. Well, he's going to take a shot. He's got him in. Complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
Yes, Reggie White. I remember when they first started calling him the Minister of Defense. It was back at the University of Tennessee, snuffing out plays like that. Did you see that tackle for a loss? I remember him turning around the LSU game in 1983.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He'll return it from the 6. It's a 45-yard punt, but Decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go. 50, plant. What? Squeeze. Check. Check down.
Here's Marcus Allen, who won a Super Bowl MVP with the Raiders. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flick. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge.
Two quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seibert now to kick this thing away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On the ready.
52. Oh, you got deep? Check.
61. Matchbox. 110.
On 1st down. It's Allen, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert 3.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
60 outlaw. Hey, wahoo!
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check safety, check safety.
Protein spill. Buzz, buzz. Look at me. Door. Shoot.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me is balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Young.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, exit. Hey!
31's the mic.
Hey, orbit.
31's the mic. I got you.
Be grip.
3rd and long for Young. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Zerline's kick is up and through. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
At their own 18-yard line.
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
They'll run on first down. Allen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Allen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, Young from the gun. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
On first down, it's Allen, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Steve Young throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Under 10, under 10, 10. Jack. Pass it. Go. 5.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Von Miller leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw, Young. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Young dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Hill on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. Allen. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And able to haul it in is Kittle. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Allen will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From just shy of midfield, Young, and that is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Watch the whip. Get wide.
Young on 3rd down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A strong running. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's get it. Bang, 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 bang. He's crazy.
to throw on third down. Young escaping the pressure right. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Following the fumble recovery. Young. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Young. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now! Hey! High 7!
Young working out of the gun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rice. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Rock it. Check General West.
On first down, it's Allen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Kill.
Go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Young. A final shot before break. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On the ball. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allen, he'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Lawrence
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Let's go! Here we go! 18 Gator.
And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, it's Allen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Leo! Look at me. Zip up, shoot.
Young. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Bam! You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill. 80 weapons. Kill, turn
up. Here's Allen. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back up?
And I think the ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Orbit.
SOS.
49, check 49, check 49.
Young now. Throwing again. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Allen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Allen. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust?
And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown! Marcus Allen, 56 yards. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to rifle and got his man complete. It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Allen. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Young eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Young from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Switch.
4th down, Young. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Now Allen. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Marcus Allen, his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. He'll kick it away.
The game is trash, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. Your offense is horrible.
This will be taken
You
short.
really got lucky to score that many points, bro. I ain't on last second shit. Your shit is awful. You got real lucky in this game. A lot of stupid turnovers, a lot of stupid shit. But,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have the thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I've not seen that shit happen to me at all. No to it. That's crazy.
Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The whole game
That's
changed
the
with that
Hall of
front
Famer
line.
Lawrence
The whole
Taylor
fucking
doing
game
what he
changed.
does best. Now defense.
I have no idea how. I gotta look at your front line. Them niggas must be 99 across the board. That's impossible. That's fucking impossible. Impossible. Say Lawrence. I have Lawrence. Lawrence do not do that. Donald, he has an 89. He doesn't do that either. Okay, now you got John Randall 91. That's what it is. And Henderson. No wonder you pushing the line strong with these 3, with those 4. That's about it. It's a good foot. It's a damn good front 4.
We're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
That's the best thing you have in your game is your front 4. The game is mediocre. You don't got the front 4.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
General West.
You just point blank get destroyed.
Hey, Haywood.
It's not even your front 4 giving out pressure. It's just they dominating that fucking run from the line of scrimmage, and I don't understand how.
To throw is Young. Throwing on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Willie Brown. And he will have a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That shit ain't nothing.
This will be taken very short.
It's ridiculous. The front line more than anything. Forget the defense. Anybody could take that defense. You don't have a front line like what you have right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
second half. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. People be having the craziest fucking
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my. It's the young, incredible. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer Marcus Allen. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Allen. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
61, matchbox, light.
Here we go on 4th down, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The tackle by Brian Dawkins. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, Vick. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now here's Vick. Oh, he shifts past him. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. On first down, it's Allen. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the 44, Young. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a carry for Allen. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Allen. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Look at me.
On 3rd down, here's Bo. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
High 7. Let's go. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Slam.
They'll try to throw now. Young. He's got Harrison left side complete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
In your face.
Throwing again on second down. Young into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We've still got a good game going ahead of us.
Let's go. Take over first and 10. At their own 26-yard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 31, Vick complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Well, we got a second. We remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it. Twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Steps away. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say they had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, Aubrey, how much you need?
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Another try after the first down sack. Vick, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Allen looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Steve Young. Man open, Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Allen, nifty footwork. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Check 24. Yep.
3rd and short yardage, Young. Jerry Rice, open right side. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 37. Hey, Wahoo.
Young on 1st down. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Final play of the half, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. An 8-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Throwing, Vick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marcus Allen, 78 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd down. Vick forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Vick to the air again. And he'll win it over the middle. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs. When necessary, they helped get him out of trouble.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great... And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Vick, throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harrison. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He may try and run for this. Michael Vick, he's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Vick, 65 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Important extra point up and through. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Kill, kill, kill.
Hey! Fight!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marvin Harrison, 81 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check out.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Throw left side complete. That's Harrison. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marvin Harrison, 41 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in contract time.
That throw by Vic incomplete. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Half of your plays is gimmicks and shit that should not be.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go. Two jet bombers, two jet bombers. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Topper, topper.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Young. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain of 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, completion to Rice. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Watch the twitch. Look at me, zipper.
Now Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And he's in for the touchdown with a clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. From the gun, Vick. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah we